something.
Yeah, please.
Uh, yeah, I'm confused between the files. This P file, I file, and then this environment file, uh, and some all these files. No. So,
Oh,
yeah, this can you explain once?
sure, sure, definitely. Let me active my system. So before that, so you want to know about what is the P file, right? So
I mean, I have seen multiple files in my database. Some is starting with I and IT in it. Some are there
yeah,
with some.
that is init some name, the database name dot
Yeah,
aura. Dot aura it
yeah.
will be there. That is the called as a P file.
Okay, so
File
that is
method.
starting with init.
Yeah, init. The P file will start with init.
Okay,
Init
so that
database name
that
dot aura.
okay, so that would be the P file, my parameters file. When
Yeah, you are
system
right.
starts, it will be loaded from this particular file, P file or
Yeah,
SP file.
correct. And that will be the location is the DBS location. It is
Okay,
in the DBS location, home DBS location, database home under RDBMS and DBS location.
yeah.
And the same location we can have SP file. If the database is running with SP file, so that will be created under the same location with the SP file database name .ora, like that will come.
What is the naming convention for that? SP file.
Yeah, SP file. SP sequence. CMD. If you know, just a second. I can SID. It will start with SP file DB name. Let me confirm one thing.
Yeah, I can see one file, SP file, and my DB name, and then Hora.
Correct, correct. Yeah, right. Yeah, SP file database name .ora. That is called SP file. If it is a P
Okay,
file, init database name .ora. That
okay.
is a database
So
P file.
okay, so basically these two files are same. One is in binary, other one we can edit.
Correct, correct. So the difference between using these files is if your database is running with P file, okay.
Hmm?
So for example, you are doing some changes. Yesterday we did some parameter changes, right? That DB recovery file list and the file list size we have given, right?
Yeah.
Just we have given some location and for size some 10 MB we have 50 MB we have given. So
Hmm.
those changes affected immediately, right? We have given the scope.
Yeah, both.
Scope both we given, so it affected immediately.
Hmm.
Why? It is running with the SP file. It's a dynamic file, so it will not require the DB restart. But if you are running with a P file, if you set the parameter, it will not affect until unless you restart the database. It won't affect the changes.
Okay.
The static one. P file is static. SP file is dynamic. P file, once you start with the P file, the parameter, the values will not be changed. You cannot change. If you want to change it, you have to change and restart the database. Until unless you restart the database, the change values will not be affected. That is the difference between P file and SP file.
Okay. Just a second, let me note it down.
Okay. Suresh, you are clear on this point, right? Or this P file and SP file? No. Yeah, yeah, correct. But the difference, okay, and the difference, what I'm saying is the difference between P file and SP file. If you are running the database is a P file and with the SP file, what could be the differences you will, what is the difference and what is the advantage of using the SP file instead of P file? So you understand that, right? Hmm, only one file is enough. The database will run with only one file, not with two files. Okay, at a time, it can be run with P file and it can be started with SP file, but at a time, we need one file. And SP file is a static file which the parameters cannot be changed dynamically. If you want to change any parameter, you should restart your database. If
So
your database is running with SP file, you no need to shut down the database. But there are some parameters which require the downtime. Okay, 80% of the parameters can be set automatically without downtime. 80 to
uh,
85%.
Second, how to know whether my database is running with SP file or P file?
There is a command like show parameter SP file. If you give a show parameter SP file or P file, it will give the result. If let me show you once. It is taking some time for my system. Okay, I will show you. Yeah, yeah, sure. And by that time you share your screen instead of waiting.
Okay, so I did it in my system and I could able to see this SP file.
Yeah, it is. If it is giving the path,
Yeah, it is
so
giving the path.
the file it is the name will be ending with the uh, SP file database name dot ora. Okay.
Yeah.
From 10G by default it is running with the SP file only. Most of the
Okay. Okay.
because that is the easy one, right? Dynamic. If it is a dynamic, then only it is comfortable for us to do any changes. Otherwise, every time you install your database, it impact the transactions and productions, right?
Yeah.
So parameter P file. If you give P file or SP file, it doesn't matter. It will give the same result, but see the name SP file and the value is the location and SP file. The database name is xe.ora. So if you're running, if you give SP show parameter SP file also give the same thing. Just it is it checks that file. Okay, both are same. But how do you know that if the database is running with P file? How do you come to know?
Then this we will not get any result for this particular.
Correct, correct. So here you won't get any result here. It will not show anything. It will show empty. If it is giving the path, it is running with the SP file. If it is not giving the path, it is running with the P file. Simple funda. Okay. And oh,
Yeah, and one more file is there. That is init.ora. What is that one?
you need that, or can you go to the
Yeah.
location once, Suresh? Can you go to that C app developed database location? Can you go there once? Yeah, copy it and paste. No, 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 no. Wait, you stop your screen share. Let me. Yeah, giving path, but selecting something else. That is why it is. Yeah. If it is showing the path, it means that the database is running with P file. SP file. Sorry. If it is not giving any path, see here. This is there is no P file. I think P file is not created here. I see it here. You need Aura or CL.Aura. Okay,
Yeah, this is P file,
P file, and this is SP file.
the last one.
Password file. So for connectivity, you need to create a password. Okay, you are a super user, right? So you don't need the uh, what we call password, correct? But you no need to enter the password. But if you want to set any password, you can create the password file. I'll show you how to create. By default, you do, but as a DBA, you don't need to enter the password, but you can change the password file, means the password of the password file.
I mean, password for whom?
For DBA only.
Okay.
Mm. See, this is the syntax for creating a password file. If you want to create your own password,
Okay.
or it will not ask, but if you need any password, this will be used. Sometimes, okay, I'll tell you. There is some scenarios will happen if the application team they want to install the software in their application end. Okay, at that time it requires the DBA password, sys password.
This password, yeah.
So you need to they will share the screen and they will ask you to enter the sys password. At that time you need to give this password in the prompt. So they will do the rest of the activities. Okay, this is syntax. Continue. To recreate the password file.
So means this password will be also, I mean, this can also be used as a sys password.
Yeah, yes, it's password only. This is password only. This
So that means we are changing sys password with this one.
correct. You are right. Let me click here. Okay. Go to the home password file. Our database name is here. And this password is I'm DBA123. Okay. Uh, Complex password. It is set that way because it's a 19C, right?
Yeah.
So it has some limitations to DBA will give 1, 2, 3, 4. Give D capital D DBA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's created. Let's
Yeah.
go to that echo dollar. Oracle, what is Oracle home? Mm, Windows, it is in Linux. Okay. We are there. We are in the same location, right? Already. Let's see, it is created, right? Where is that one? What I gave? Aura PW ORCL.
Yeah,
Correct. Aura PW ORCL. This is the file I gave.
but it is under a devious location, right? You given devious location.
See. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the home directory and DBS. Aura PW ORCL. Okay.
So,
Uh,
Srikanth, I'm confused. I mean, I didn't get it. I mean, what did we do with this password?
for login only. See, it's for see what I gave password. DBA, right?
Yeah,
DBA.
small, all small.
DBA. That's it. Arman target. I said right without if you give slash also it will you are see connected. That's it. Okay. So the password both are same, but you are logging with password. That's it. As a DBA, you should not enter any password,
Yeah.
but in some cases you require the sys password to be entered, but not as a Arman target. Okay.
Okay.
And the main thing is this can be used at the time of setting up the DR standby. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
See, this is there will come. You could recreate the password file and primary database. So while setting up the primary and standby databases, you create this password file, and the password file should be copied in the standby also for connecting internal connectivity. You won't use this very rare actually, but as I said, whenever application team they want to do some installation, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they will ask you to prompt the password, and while while installation also, it will prompt you, right? So while first, if you are doing the first installation, so every time it will ask you the sys password, correct?
Yes.
The checkbox. If you give a checkbox, you need to give a sys password, correct?
Yeah.
If you are not given, also it will accept, correct?
Yeah.
There is
Without,
some
I mean, we
for
can.
secure system for users. You have to give the sys password like that. There will checkbox will occur while installation. So have you given at that time? Do you remember that screen?
Not sure.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Mm,
so that means basically this can also be used as a sys password in case you want to give that password to someone else, so application team or someone wants, then we can use this password to give. And for us, we can directly log in by
yeah,
slash only, right?
correct, correct, correct. You can direct login. Now I did the same both, right? So I
Hmm.
connected with that and then connected with this
Yeah.
password. For export import also, you are giving. I gave some command, right? Slash something something. Let me open that one. Document database. In export for DBA, for demo user, I gave demo by demo, right?
Hmm.
Okay. And for DBA, what I gave, do you remember? The slashes I give, right? Slash DBA something something. See here.
Yeah, S just DBA slash.
So for example, I am taking this one. Okay, copy in the master. Demo demo 95 DB 22. Here I am giving. Okay,
Yeah,
let's see this. What happened to as DB? Okay, we have running it right. So we should use the DB. So here you are not entering the password as DB, right?
yeah.
Asking. For CC, you should give as DB actually. For system, it will not ask DBA, but CC it requires. Why we are giving this line and these things means it should consider it as a single string. Okay. So here we are giving in the double quotes and slash, right?
Hmm.
Why we are giving here means so we are giving the password and as sysdba as a there is space, right? So this password and space as space dba. So it will if you like if you give like this without specifying this one, so it will consider this is one string, this is one string, this is one string. So
Okay.
if you give with the slash and double quote, so it will consider as okay, this is whole thing as a string. This is not a separate one. This is it's a set. It is a one set. Otherwise, it will look for every point. This is password and as is DBA. It checks for all. Okay. So let it run. It will take a long time. Next second, one more second. CMD set. All right. Any more? So one more thing I want to show you. Tell you. You are running the backup. Okay. So you want to know how much time it is, how much backup is completed, when the backup is started, when the backup is ended. So like that you want to do, right? This is one command like select operation, comma, status, comma, and start time, start underscore time, comma, end underscore time, comma, $, rman underscore status. So this will give you what are the rman jobs or rman backups happen. Okay, so let me explain. Say from if it's not came in order, right? So let's one, two, one, ten. What we gave order by, right? So otherwise, what it was showing comes for 29th 29, 3 here, 3 here,
Hmm.
2 here. Correct. Again 2 here, 3 here. What I did, I gave the order. Select this operation, start status and start time, end time from v dollar arman underscore status. This is the view. Okay. Order by. In which order you need to come? Start time.
Hmm.
So start time. So it comes under descending order. 29, 29, 29. See, and second and third, fourth. Correct. So see, what are backups are there? Here Harman completed with errors, backup completed, backup failed, Harman completed. So like this backup failed, control failed backup and SP failed auto backup. So it will give all the data what we have taken. Backup completed, backup control file and SP file auto backup completed. So the files which created right while taking the backup. So for everything it will capture that Arman job completed like that. This are don't this backup completed and this time it will give the timestamp. Let select one select start time. Only will take DSC start time date. Okay, it is giving only date, not the timestamp. Okay. What happened? Something went happen wrong. Job does not exist. Din, 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 din. XPDP. Oracle error. Let's see what is the error it is. Suresh, you are following, huh? You are not getting, huh? Tell me where you are stuck, where you are getting that. So today we discussed that Amit, he has some questions, right? There was a difference between the P file and SP file and the password file which I created for login. Okay, that is for DBA. It is not required to give the password. Why? Because you will connect as a sysdba, so as slash as sysdba, so it won't prompt you for the password. Okay. For example, if the application is doing some installation from their end, at that time they will ask you the password. Some of the application does not support for us. Sorry, does not support. Means they will be doing the from their end, but it requires the Oracle password, sys password. So at that time you need to enter the password while they doing the screen sharing. Okay. So we did it for our one of the client actually. So at that time, and while setting up the DR, so that will come later. So you won't understand that DR, the standby thing. That is used at that point. Not now. It is not required now. Okay. Don't get confused with multiple things. Okay. I don't know why this is not working. Let's try once with the demo. Will work or not. Demo slash demo. Again, asking. some setting was removed, so that is why it is not recognizing. Okay, I set that Oracle SID again, and it is now it is running. Okay, I guess it should run. No metadata object sector file. Okay, okay, okay. We have not given the specific. Okay, the schema name we have not given. Or we are taking the backup of this schema, right? Demo. So you are running as a DBA. So what you need to do? You need to mention the schema name. Correct.
Yeah, that time.
Okay, the schema name we have not specified the schema name. Suresh, you are getting here. We have not specified the schema name actually. So we are running export DBA, but what you are trying to do? So it is not understanding for the export command to do what to. So that is why it is looking for something. If you are running with a separate schema like demo, so that is a demo schema. So you no need to mention the again the schema name, right? Why? Because you are running, you are taking the back of that schema. But as a 50 DBA, so that DBA means it's a full, correct? So it is looking for that option full. We have not specified any option full, right? And we have not specified any specific schema also, correct? So that is why it is searching. No data or metadata object selected for job. So nothing is selected, right? No data or no metadata. Now that by seeing this one, I come to know that okay, we have not specified the schema. No data means no metadata, no data, metadata. These things will come under schema, right? In the schema only you will have data, right? So the schema not specified, that is why it is not taking the backup. Now I specify the schema and it is running. Okay. While doing these things multiple times, then only you will, if you get errors or uh, issues, then only you can understand more. If you run the command, it is executing, so you won't learn much. If it is giving error, then you will find something. Okay, this is the error which is occurred because of this. Okay, then it is required to take the backup. Like that, you will get more knowledge. Correct.
Yeah,
And this is for army jobs. Uh,
and Shrikant, one more question.
yeah,
There is one another file which is having ifile.ora extension. Do we have
I5.
that file? Yeah, ifile. Do we have any file like that in DP?
I don't think it's any I5 like that. I5.
Yeah, because sometimes I have seen this file, ifile.
Why it is getting in India Torah and what is the database situation? iFile. I don't think any file with iFile. Can you show your? Can you show me so where you are seeing that one?
I mean, not right now, but I mean, I remember somewhere I saw that file. I don't remember exactly the name of that file, but it was something like ifile.ora. and I mean some prefix was there, something like SID, then something
Yeah,
ifile.go.
it's the init, I think, I guess, not ifile. Init.
I don't know. Init is there. That I remember. Init there is SP file is there.
Huh?
But this okay. I'll search that maybe, and then maybe
Okay.
tomorrow I'll.
Okay. But I don't think there's a file like ifile in the database. Let's see.
Okay.
Slash. So uh, there are some commands to validate the backups. Okay. So like CRO cross check backup. What it does means, so it will the backups which you have taken are valid or not. It will cross check. Okay. So see, one by one it will check like each backup is, so please handle and backup cross check the backup is found to be available. So see here, there is one file with expire, right? And this is also one file with expired. Okay. So this was taken which date? Under D level 0. So D, we'll go to D directory. File.
Level 0.
Maybe it is deleted. Okay, I will tell you. So there are some as we have discussed about the retention time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there are some commands like for the first one is cross check. So cross check, what it will do, it will check the current backups whether they are available or not, or uh, they are in the retention period or not. They will check from the RMI level. And there's a obsolete backup. One more command, OBSOLETE, obsolete backup. And expired backup. Expired backup is there. Right. Let me check. OBSO. You will get some confused, but don't confuse it. You will come to know. Sorry, obsolete backup. Um, command. Obsolete. Let me check. OBSOLETE, obsolete. Yeah, report obsolete. Okay. It is report obsolete. It will report means it will show us any backup is obsolete. See, our retention policy applied to one command and retention policy is set to one redundancy. Okay, and report the backups and copies. Okay. And delete obsolete. So the thing is, these backups are not in the retention policy. So can delete these things. As I said, right, this will delete as per the policy. Okay, but I forgot one thing to tell you in this one a while back. So there is some command this cross check and observe backup need to be specified in the rman prompt. Rman run script we are using, right, while taking the backup. For taking the backup, we are using
That
rman, this rman run script we
script.
are using, right?
Yeah.
So in the same script, we need to add the steps like report obsolete and delete obsolete. I will show
Okay.
you some example. Maybe yeah, see here there is one come. See here, this is a normal one. We are taking the tape location. Okay. So cross check archelog all. So first it will cross check the archeologs. Okay. And then cross check the backup. It will cross check the backup with the retention policy and take the backup. Okay.
Yeah.
And then backup tag archeolog and archeolog delete input. Yesterday you are asking about delete input, right? So as soon
Yeah.
as the file is backed up, it will delete automatically. And delete no prompt obsolete. So in the previous one thing here, it has already cross-checked the backups and archives. If any of the file is not the retention policy, this command will delete those files. So actually, you need to mention the RMAN. I forgot to tell you. I said it do automatically, right? But you need to
Yeah.
specify this thing here. Then it will cross-check. It will cross-check with the command, and it will do the cleanup. Okay. Suresh, today your it looks dull. Huh? You understood this cross-check command? Okay. Nothing. So, as our current database retention policy is one means readiness one, right? So it should maintain only one copy. So according to that, what it will do, it looks for the cross-check command. What it will do, what is the retention policy set in the database? Okay, and according to that, what how many backups are available? So it will cross-check those things and it will remove all the unnecessary backups which are not there in the retention policy. Now we do just now we have deleted the obsolete backup, right? This backup, let's see, and then right. Now see this one. So we are having the latest backup only, third backup. Because these all are not there in the retention policy, so we have removed them. Okay. So see report. Now if you run the report obsolete, just check whether it will give anything or not. Nothing it will give. No obsolete backups found. Why? Because the retention policy is secure. We have only one backup. Okay. Hello. I there also we got some command here. It's fine. These commands, if you use regularly, you will understand and this is a trusted backup and this backup is so very just So what is in list backup summary? What is doing? These are backups are there. Okay, and it is the cross check. Okay, and delete obsolete. So what it will do after the cross check, they found 46 objects, and those 46 objects will be deleted. And then this is the command. It will not prompt. Means no prompt means it will not ask you for yes or no. Here, when we give prompt, right, yes or no, while deleting, when we deleting here, I use this command, right? I give here yes, yes, correct. Hello.
Yes.
Okay, I use the S, right? I give yes, and then it will delete it, right? So if you don't want to give the yes without giving the confirmation from us, so if it wants to delete, so you just give no prompt, no prompt, no prompt. Don't prompt for pass. Yes, delete obsolete. No prompt. Delete no prompt obsolete. So it will not ask you for the confirmation. It will directly delete it. So this is backup summary. Delete expired backup. Delete expired backup. Obsolete and delete. There is some difference. Okay. I'll tell you what is the difference. Does not match means there is no expired backups. Can you be online for 2 minutes? I need to work for some step. Okay, there is some activity.
Yes, sure.
Okay. Yes. I think Suresh, you are getting some confused, right? You are not having the clarity on today's class, correct? So yesterday, what we discussed those things, have you practiced? Suresh and Amit, the backup part, that full backup, incremental backup, level 0 backup, all things. Anyone practice?
Yeah, I mean, I'm reading it, but actually, the server which I have is having 10 TB of data. That's why it will take a lot of time for
No,
running this RMAP.
inside your own system,
No, actually, I have this office laptop.
you don't have personal system.
No, I have, but that is some problem is there in that personal one. So
Otherwise,
that's a
get some test environment. They will be having any test server that install there. The thing is, if you learn so if you practice, then only you will get the doubts, means a clear understanding. Why? Because after 2 or 3 weeks, so the everything will vanish. So this is a real time experience what I faced. So we'll think it okay, we'll do practice, but that will not happen. So now
yeah, right.
at the end of the day, there will not be any use. Okay, I heard this something, like you will think, but you don't have the clarification. So when you do practice, then only you will get more knowledge and you will have more doubts. So we can discuss more. But whatever if you take database or anything, but the thing is like that. So if you practice, then only you will get understanding more about the topic. Correct.
Yeah, yes, right.
Yeah, otherwise, okay, we are discussing. I'm showing something. I'm explaining something. So it will looks fine now, but after a few days now, it will disappear. You won't remember anything.
Yeah, right.
Half data will remove, erase. Why? Because this is new, right? This concept wise it is new. So to get understanding more on this one, you should read something on the topic we can discuss. If you just follow the book. It has very and it has vast subject, but just try to read. It has more data. but you will understand the each topic in depth. So if you want to explain that in depth, so it won't us to complete in 1 or 2 months. Correct. So the theoretical wise, it will be very vast. So that is why what I'm giving just the basic introduction to the topic and giving some examples. Correct. So okay, you will understand. Okay, this is what done by this one. Like that, I'm following. Correct.
Yeah,
Please practice, man. Otherwise, it is loss for you only, not for me.
yeah, right. Shrikant.
Otherwise, you have the environment, right? Take some server which is having less data. Try on that one. And okay, I will come to you. You want to clone the existing server? Any server want to clone one database and you want to try that one?
Yeah, I mean that concept actually I wanted to understand the cloning part.
Yeah. We'll come. We'll sure.
Yeah.
After this recovery, we'll come to the recovery part. Then we'll see. Okay. So
Yeah, sure.
otherwise, Suresh will get confused. I just okay. Uh,
Yeah, right,
so this
right.
is the advanced one, right? Right, because if he does not know about the recovery concept, so he will not understand okay what is happening. So it's a whole
Hmm.
database recovery. So before that, you are changing some parameters. So if he has some basic knowledge, okay, this is recovery, this is how we does the recovery. So that he will come to know more, right? That is why I'm waiting. Just wait for today.
Yeah.
We'll see this
Hmm.
recovery part today, and if possible tomorrow or Monday we'll do the cloning part. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
And Suresh, what about you? Are you doing the practice? That yesterday what we discussed the level 0 backup and level 1 backup, giving that type the allocating the channel. We have already only one channel, but so Have you taken the backups manually after the class? No, that's what I'm saying. We have to practice. Then only we get more. Otherwise, you know the concept. Today you know. Tomorrow you know. After 1 week, after 2 days, you disappear. This is a human. It's a human mentality like that. So it will disappear. It will not. But if you do practice now, then you will understand more. Correct? So that is why I am stressing on this area. Okay. No. Only backup part is there, but recovery part is still pending. That is the main backup. The importance of backup, how it is, and the recovery is also same important, 50-50. Just give me 2 minutes, I'm doing something. Okay, just 2 minutes. Uh, there is some activity, I said, right? Some patching activity. So, what happened? Now, you are having any work? No? Uh, okay. Amit, are you fine?
Ah, sure. Yeah. Mm.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Amit, you be on call. We'll discuss something.
yeah, sure.
Suresh, just for this, we'll discuss again. This is about this cloning section. I will explain you at the time of on Monday. Okay, he is having some. We want to do some test at his environment, so I just want him to give some. Okay, don't consider that. Don't think that okay. Why I'm taking. Don't take in another. Yeah, okay. Thank you.